Welcome everyone. Welcome in our geography session. Almost we discuss chapter second part population part 2 and types of migration related with this chapter. Now the next part of migration is causes or reasons of migration. In this video we discuss the causes and reasons of migration. There is a donor region and recipient region which act as a vice versa to each other. These are the responsible for the migration. Donor region act as a push the population, force the population for a migration, and recipient region act as a pull, attract the population in that region. There are several reasons behind the push people from that area or repel the population from that region. For example, lack of natural resources, availability of less availability of water, as well as unfertile soil, extreme condition of climate. Such factors are responsible for the repel a population from that area, and it is a cause of migration. Sometimes the opposite condition like availability of resources, availability of water source, such factors are responsible for the attract the people towards that region for economic opportunities and development. So donor region and recipient region both are responsible for migration. Now the physical factors, they are act in a both way. Some, if a lack of that physical factors, the condition is responsible for a push, and if availability of favorable physical factors is there for the population and economic development, at that time that physical factor act as a pull factors. Almost that pull factor region is a recipient region and push factor area is a donor region. Now coastal plain area, moderate rainfall, equable climatic condition, plateaus with the mineral resources availability, and etc. physical factors act as a pull factor for a population on migration is a took place in that area. People select this place for the destination, but push factors like earthquake condition, volcanic eruption, drought condition, flood, desert area, infertile soil, extreme climatic conditions, high altitude like a mountainous region, hilly region, as well as the dense forest, evergreen forest in the world, such area act as a push factor. These are the physical factor which act as a push, which is responsible for the repel the population from that area. So physical factor is important in a migration in a both way, push and pull. Then social factors, develop social structure, high literacy and educational facilities, availability of medical facilities, modern culture, and etc. are attract the people towards that area, and people are select that place for the destination. So if these factors are available in such area, that region is a recipient region through the social factors. If illiteracy is there, less developed social structure is there, several traditions and customs are there, lack of medical facilities are there, at that time that social background is a never support to migration, never support to a healthy life for a people, and at that time people are out to migrate from that area, push from that area, repel from that region. and that's why a social factor is also responsible for the migration in a both way. Then political factors. If a peace is there and political security within that country, healthy, good political relationship with the neighboring countries, favorable policies for immigrants are there, at that time that region, that political factors are also attract the people towards that recipient area. If a war condition is there, partition is there, bad political relation with other countries, unfavorable political or government policies related with the immigrant, at that time this region is act as a donor region and repel the population towards another safe political area. In this way we can discuss a physical factor, economical factor, social factor and political factor which are responsible for migration. Now migration and its effect on a donor and recipient region. What happen is there? Almost because of donor region, low population is there, then high sex ratio is there. Low population is a positive effect in a donor region because of the people are out migrate from that area towards another developed region for jobs, employment and other purposes. That's why the population decline. High sex ratio is there. This is also one of the good effect of migration. Due to the young male migration, the remaining proportion of that population is there is a higher proportion of female, and that's why high sex ratio is observed in a donor region. Then lack of working population is there. This is a negative effect of migration in a donor region. Because of the young male migration is there, and that's why a lack of working population is there. The young male migration is less in that region, and that's why old population and the children proportion in that area is higher than working population, and it is also badly affect on the level of economy. That's why we can observe the low level of economy in a rural area, which is a almost donor region. People are migrate from that rural area towards the urban area, and we observe the low level of economy in that region. Now in a recipient region, there is also very good and bad effect on the region. The high population proportion is developed in that region, density is increases. This is a bad effect of migration is there. Increasing the pressure on resources is there. Due to the high immigrant, the pressure on a land area, pressure on a basic facilities are also create. High young male population is higher in a percentage of total population. That's why the economical development is possible. The workers are available for the industrial development in that area. That's why there are a effect positive and negative, both effect we can observe in a donor region and recipient region due to the migration. Okay, now we discuss the effect of migration in a next video in detail. Okay, thank you.